Allons enfants de la patrie, aux armes citoyens. Entendez-vous dans les campagnes mugir ces féroces soldats. Ils ne passeront pas.
Let me tell you right now, you can't prepare for...
Marked me as a criminal risk. Linked me to some shit I didn't even do because it was probable.
Once in the system,
Always in the system. We undeniable. We undeniable. All right, you need two things to take down Bloom. You need to get people to rally behind you.
we can use their processing power for the cause. Distracting enough for you?
Barbarians are at the gate and ready to bust some Roman heads.
Swinging my hockey stick. This ain't a quiet group. Tell the entire truth and let it set you free. We undeniable. We undeniable.
Go tell Aunt Rhodey. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. His arms are stretching, but when she's done, he'll be torn apart. Go tell Aunt Rhodey. 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 Go tell Aunt Rhodey that everybody's.
grimy confines of a psychiatric hospital, Outlast 2 sets you loose in a rural Arizona desert overrun by a dangerous cult. The fact that you cover more ground than you did in Mount Massive Asylum gives the illusion of being on a long journey. I say illusion because, at least in the opening hour, that journey still feels relatively linear. I never had to backtrack or problem solve my way out of a tough spot since the story kept propelling me onward. But in a run-and-hide horror game like Outlast, that's not necessarily a bad thing. A higher quantity of key story moments prevented the pace from feeling sluggish, including a couple mysterious flashbacks set in a high school. Outlast 2 is also a gorgeous-looking game, and its new rural setting pairs nicely with the eerie green tint of your camcorder's night vision. Of course, the use of a camcorder makes a faithful return system that lets you pick up distant sounds, which I found most useful during a frantic chase sequence through a cornfield. Being able to record key moments for later viewing was also a nice way to sneak in occasional exposition. And of course, you still need to rely on night vision to see in the dark, which means constantly searching for replacement batteries. But your character also has an additional handicap: glasses. I played 2 separate scenes where his glasses get knocked off, leaving the world a blur until he could find them again. There's a moment in the first Outlast where you get separated from your camera, and I anticipate a few similarly nerve-wracking moments of vulnerability in Outlast 2. The actual horror of Outlast 2 is more complicated. It's easy to say it's exchanged one cliché for another in its transition from spooky hospital horror to rural religious horror, but there's also an uncanny psychological element that kept me from completely shrugging off its setting. After my demo, the developers told me that while the first Outlast sought to take away players' physical integrity, Outlast 2 is all about stealing your mental integrity. I don't quite know what's in store for the rest of Outlast 2, but it's certainly true that despite some of its more overplayed tropes, things aren't quite what they seem. For more on the upcoming Outlast 2, stay tuned to IGN.